Welcome to SrcCodes.com. We are talking about Pillars of Scrum, and in this video, we discuss adaptation. If any aspects of a process deviate outside acceptable limits, or if the resulting product is unacceptable, the process being applied or the materials being produced must be adjusted. The adjustment must be made as soon as possible to minimize further deviation. This is what Scrum Guide says on adaptation. Adaptation means whenever there is deviation occurs or deviate from the path that or the course of action that takes us towards a product goal, remedial steps should be taken as soon as possible. The Scrum Framework offers the teams to adapt and adjust course every sprint. Unlike the waterfall model, where it is very difficult to make adjustments when you have started the project, Scrum Framework used by organizations has become very popular because of adaptability. It is very easy to course correct. It is very easy to make necessary adjustments to the plan of action every sprint. This is heavily built on the other two pillars, so you have to be transparent and also have inspection take place. Only then can you realize or understand truly what are the things that are off course or missing the path and you need to bring them back. Adaptation must be done as soon as possible to optimize or further the project outcome. Sprint review provides an excellent platform for adaptation. At that point of time, you have all the stakeholders and the team members inspecting the increment of that sprint. Also, reviews and feedbacks are being sought, and the product owner is trying to identify what the next step should be if there is a need to update the product goal. Though new work items need to be added to the product backlog. So it is an iterative process, and this is the best possible time to course correct. Other Scrum events also offer opportunities for adaptation. The most shortest loop is with the daily Scrum, where team meets at least once a day to discuss the status of the project or product and where they stand in terms of the sprint goal. At that time, the subtle changes, small or big, can be made to the sprint backlog while the sprint goal remains intact. That is an opportunity for adaptation. So is sprint planning. During sprint planning, when we are picking up and crafting the sprint goal, that is an opportunity to adapt. We already discussed sprint review, and in sprint retrospective, we share feedback on how the sprint went in terms of people, processes, practices, and product. If need be, the team has the opportunity to update the definition of done. Team can also identify actions that it needs to take immediately. And if need be, if the team agrees, that can also be added to the backlog and worked upon in the upcoming sprint. The biggest opportunity, I believe, though, is in the sprint itself, because it's iterative and it's less than a month. So every sprint is an opportunity to adapt. The three pillars of Scrum, transparency, inspection, adaptation, are important to uphold the Scrum framework and in general empiricism. So without transparency, we cannot inspect. So if you do not have a definition of done, you cannot verify whether the increment that has been delivered is actually done. So that was just an example. So they all are interconnected and they work together to uphold the Scrum framework. Empiricism, the process control type in which decisions are based on observed results, experience, and experimentation. Empiricism implements regular inspections and adaptations, requiring and creating transparency. Also referred to as empirical process control. That was Gandharvaran, another important voice in Scrum. Thank you for watching the video. If you like our conversations, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we post new content.